Why I made that face is because of this. I need you to try it.
Is it good? Or do you just... Okay, alright.
I'm gonna leave that up to you.
I'm
not gonna soil your brain with my opinion.
Should I just go all in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's
pop it in your mouth.
I'm gonna come back.
Oh no. No, not the bridge! Welcome back, boys and girls.
Austin's gonna eat something that is... Aisha told me to eat, so that's it. Ah!
Right? It like explode. Sorry, I'm gonna spit on you.
I did not expect that to happen.
Me neither. That's why I made that face.
I mean, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like... It's like a ball of chocolate full of water.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what I feel about that.
You know what I feel?
What?
I feel it's time to beat a temple.
Homosexuality is a sin.
I feel about homosexuality in Uganda.
Oh no!
Careful. Are we gonna beat the temple today? Now if someone turns off the big fans.
Oh shit, what the fuck are they
didn't
doing?
need them fans in Skyward.
Oh, I thought something was falling. I was like, oh my god!
It looked like it was, yeah.
Just like that thing in Skyward Sword when the temple was falling down and crashing.
It's really interesting. You know, we've been trying to avoid spoilers for Breath of the Wild as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a brief... How much have you seen anything in the interim?
Sort of, like, just whatever, like, the trailer showed.
Because you did watch the first trailer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But have you seen any little inklings on Twitter or whatever since then?
I don't think so, no.
Oh.
Why?
I haven't seen very much, but I saw something really interesting, which is, do you remember that big statue of the angel lady in Skyward Sword up in the sky?
Yeah, the one that crashed down.
I just saw it was just that in the game, but weirdly it had the exact same art style, like it was so kind of cartoony looking.
Oh.
So it makes me think that this takes place right after Skyward Sword, right when they first get down on the ground, because it's like Breath of the Wild, everything's wild.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
But then how come it seemed like everything was so, like, relic-y? You know, like, it seemed like civilization was, like, gone to poop,
well,
and then...
it had, though, right? Because we knew that from Skyward Sword, because there was that section where you went on the ocean, and you would take the time stones and go back in time, and be like, oh, there was this huge civilization here, this technological wonderland that has since been, you know, whatever. So, I think it might sort of have to do with that a little bit, right? So anyway, the point is, it's gonna be a fun game.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be good. Pretty much everywhere, it's gonna be hot.
Oh no. I forgot about this part of the game.
It's just a nerve-wracking little... You gotta step on these little things.
I don't know. Can I?
What?
Oh no, I can't.
Okay, bad news.
Oh.
Bad news bears.
Can I make it?
That's up for you to try. Up to you to
try. I know.
For example, hookshot. That's what we have those for. Why do you think they built that? And they got a lot of cannons up here.
Why the hell are they walking on the wall? What do they think they're doing? They think they're birds? That they can hook? No, they think they're squirrels.
Spiders.
Spiders. Get the fuck
It's really
down
interesting how they are just walking on the wall perfectly sideways.
Yeah.
Perfectly sideways.
Boop.
Yeah.
Stop it! No, it's gonna be like one of these things again where I'm just like fucked up.
You're getting ram-sacked by the rams, and he killed himself. Oh wow. It's like a lemming. Isn't that what lemmings do? They leap off cliffs? No, I heard that was a lie. What are those things that...
Suicide themselves?
Yeah, just giant groups of this one animal, they all just run off the edge of a cliff and commit mass suicide. What? It's this long-standing... What is that? Man, I should figure that out.
Animals that commit the suicide?
Yeah, they commit the suicide. And one of them is these things from Twilight Princess do it, but... Lemmings... Lemmings cliff, yeah, okay. So, interestingly...
Oh, wow, that instantly died. It instantly died.
I see, wasn't even looking at the screen. There's this myth about how lemmings are really weird, and if one of them jumps off a cliff, all of them just follow suit, so just hundreds of lemmings all leaping off a cliff and dying. And it's been sort of there was a video of it happening, and everyone was like, whoa. But then it turned out that somebody just staged the video and tricked all the lemmings into committing suicide to film or something. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. Misconceptions. Here we go. This episode is called Lemmings. I'm getting comfy. Misconceptions about lemmings go back many centuries. In the 1530s, the geographer Ziegler of Strasbourg proposed the theory that creatures fell out of the sky during stormy weather. Well, he wasn't an idiot. And then died suddenly when grass grew in spring. What?
Yeah, what?
Ziegler of Strasbourg proposed the theory that the creatures fell out of the sky during stormy weather, like they came from the sky, and then died suddenly when the grass grew in the spring. This description was contradicted. Man, I got a cherry taste in my mouth because that burp.
I know.
This description was contradicted by the natural historian Ole Worm, that's a good name, who accepted that lemmings could fall out of the sky, but claimed they had been brought over by the wind rather than created by spontaneous generation. Who would have thought that they didn't just pop into existence?
Yeah, like...
Worm first published dissections of a lemming, which showed they are anatomically similar to most other rodents, like voles and hamsters. And the work of Carl Linnaeus proved they had a natural origin. So, I guess for a long time, people must have thought that lemmings were like god creatures and literally fell out of the sky and just suddenly apparated.
Man, I wonder if there's gonna be stuff like that, like 100 years from now, what we think is, like, real, everybody's like, oh, they're so stupid for thinking about that.
I mean, there must be, right? How could there not? That's always been how it's been. Forever. In all course of human history. And everything we thought 200 years ago, there's going to be a lot of it that we're like, oh, this is really dumb. But we don't even know it now. I mean, cigarettes is a good example of that. And that was only like 50 years ago. We thought they were good for your health.
Yeah.
We didn't necessarily think they were, but people thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway... lemmings have become the subject of widely popular misconception that they commit mass suicide when they migrate by jumping off cliffs. It is, in fact, not a mass suicide, but the result of their migratory behavior. Driven by strong biological urges, some species of lemmings may migrate in large groups when population density becomes too great. Lemmings can swim, and they may choose to cross a body of water in search of a new habitat. In such cases, many may drown if the body of water is so wide as to stretch their physical capability. This fact, combined with unexplained fluctuations in the population, gave rise to... So, no, what? Oh, sorry. Man. Well, listen. So, everyone thought they committed mass suicide by jumping off cliffs. It turns out they don't. It's just their population. Some people are studying lemmings, you know? Mm-hmm. We love lemmings. We study them.
What do they look like? I should insert a picture of lemmings if you're listening to this. Probably
just
not.
These cute little guys.
Aww. I thought they were like goats.
Nope.
I was imagining them as goats.
They're like hamsters. So, people were studying lemmings and realized that the population of lemmings would suddenly plummet. And they couldn't figure out why. There was no disease, there was no nothing. And they said, well, I guess they must be committing suicide. Because that's the only thing left. Mm-hmm. And what it turned out is that they were just... They would migrate over bodies of water. They tried to go over a body of water that was too big. And then they all died. So it wasn't a suicide. It was just a misguided attempt to... I don't think it can reach that high anyway, can it? Just... Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Yeah. But then what happened is... a bunch of stories and... comic strips and comic books decided to... Oh. I was right! Alright, you ready to learn a little bit more about lemmings?
Yeah.
We've learned a lot about lemmings together here today. I feel like I could use Stan to learn just a little bit more. The misconception of lemming mass suicide is long-standing. So... There's this idea that they commit mass suicide because of these weird migratory things. No one's really sure, but it's not like the public cares about lemmings until, in the 1950s or so, a bunch of people write stories and create cartoons that show lemmings committing mass suicide as like an analogy for sheeple, basically. Oh, in large groups people act stupidly.
Oh no.
What?
It was starting to retract.
Oh, you weren't going fast enough. So they would use lemmings as a silly thing, as a punchline of a joke or whatever, showed all the lemmings leaping off a cliff, and so people started to believe it. And then, in the 1958 documentary White Wilderness from Disney, which won an Academy Award for documentary feature, they staged footage showing lemmings jumping into certain death after faked scenes of mass migration. So what happened is the people who made this documentary, White Wilderness, showing the lemmings committing mass suicide, decided, you know, it would be funny if we made a bunch of lemmings die. And they got all these lemmings, flew them out to some place in Canada, probably some cold place, some place with snow, Fargo, I don't know, and put them on the edge of a cliff, and then just like scared them until they all leaped off the cliff. And they filmed it and said, look, they're committing mass suicide. Because of the limited number of lemmings at their disposal, which in any case were the wrong subspecies, the migration scenes were simulating using oh, so the whole thing was staged. Huh. Interesting. So there's a documentary about how horrible that documentary was called Cruel Camera. So if you want to learn about how people are bad, well, that's something that you can watch. So
I don't know where I'm going, by the way.
I'm not paying attention. This is very prototypical or archetypal of my experience with this game. I'm not paying attention at all. So I hope you're having fun.
Okay.
I really do. I wish the best for you and your family.
Fun. I just don't know what I'm doing.
Well, what are you supposed to do now?
I don't know. I need a key.
Okay.
Because that's a key door.
Okay.
Stop it.
So let's look at the map.
Mini-map. Mini-map? Map.
Alright, zoom her in. Where haven't we gone?
Move the fucking camera, Aisha.
What's over there? What's on the door on the other side? So this one's a key door on the left. What about the one on the right? What's over there?
This? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, let's check that out.
There's something where I need 2 hook shots
Okay.
to get to.
We don't have.
Let's see. Alright, straight ahead, I need 2 hook shots.
Straight ahead. First star on the right, go straight on ahead till morning.
Yeah.
So you can't get across this till 2 hook shots.
Yeah, because look, I gotta boop boop.
Okay.
Unless I can get it another way, but I don't think I can.
Well, let's go look. Hook shot up to that grass. Because you can hook shot from here, right?
No.
Can't you hook shot off of this? Oh. What if... Yeah, okay, you're probably stuck. I think you need to. I'm guessing. Unless you can get an uku around here and then hook shot up to that platform.
Oh, I wonder if I could just fly over to it. Or like...
Yes, you definitely can.
Oh my god!
Isn't it funny how quickly you figure things out when you think critically about them? But it's really hard to do that when you're doing a Let's Play? Is this why you think you can't play Majora's Mask? Why you think you would be really dumb? Because you totally aren't. If you just think critically, then suddenly you figure everything out.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Like, oh, I figured it out. Isn't that fun?
Or is it like me dumb?
Well, no, because you are beating
me
yourself
so
up.
dumb.
You don't want to beat yourself up about it.
But that's Aisha. I beat myself up every day.
Well, quit it.
No.
You don't quit. You don't beat yourself up. You can hire someone to do that. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize there's things up there.
I bet we're like way done with this episode.
Oh yeah. Talking about the lemmings. Ernest Lemmingway.
No, we're fine. We still got another minute. Listener question from Martina Sunderland.
Hi.
Hi from Sweden. I work at IKEA. That's it. Isn't that a good one? Ew. Well, that's part of French press is you get
Coffee grounds?
Yeah, you get just a little bit more. It's normal.
That
So
means
and they hit
I'm
you
gonna
at the very end, and you're
yeah,
like,
that means I'm gonna be like really hyper suddenly.
All right, have fun.
Yeah, I think I was
It took you
crashing.
a long time to finish that.
Yeah, I think I was crashing a little bit. And
Now
then,
you're coming back.
I hope I do.
I actually want to try and can we do a little experiment?
Yeah.
I want to try to actually pay attention and engage with this temple. Okay.
Oh,
So
sure.
pull up the map again. Because for me, when I play Zelda games or any games, it's really difficult for me to get a sense of place if I don't pay attention to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in the middle thing. You went across this bridge. We figured that out. And now we're in here.
Yep.
And the goal is to get out that door. Okay.
Also, there's a chest right there, so I'm going to try to get to that chest.
Well, that's
Pray to
easy.
God that this isn't going to drop me. Good.
Perfect. So now we got something we don't need. Most likely. Oh, we do need that. Very nice. So now we can go get that other door.
Or unless this key is for something in this room.
Well, it could also be. No. No. Definitely don't, because where are you going to go? Wait, can you go down there?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was completely wrong.
Unless this... Ooh,
Leads
unless
to
I just,
certain
like,
death.
murdered myself.
I don't think you did. No, yeah, you're fine.
Whee! Boop.
But what's down here? Oh, this is a double hook shot thing, though. Yeah, you can't do this until we get the doubles.
Alright, so time to go back up here.
Not bad.
Ooh, that was like last
Way
chunk.
too close, yeah. Yeah. So we're done in this area now.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it later.
Yep.
Let's go get that key door next time on To Go playing games.
Yay! Maybe the
fun?
coffee will perk me up.
Maybe. Where's my pen? We can't end until I find my pen.
Oh no. Sorry guys, we're stuck.
Where's my GD pen? GD pen, that sounds like a fake writer's
I thought,
name.
like, every time you say GD, I think you're saying GED.
Where's my GED pen?
Yeah.
The pen that I took my GED with.
What? Why is it... Oh!
Oh!
What the hell's going on?
Good. Oh, there's my pen. I was sitting
Oh no.
on it.
No, not the bridge! You douchebag! Man! Now that's just gonna fall and hit, like, Kakariko Village.
Wow. See, wouldn't it be great if they made a Zelda game where they actually paid attention to little details like that?
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Oh well.
Like, if it showed, like, suddenly a cutscene where everyone's like, ah!
Well, or just you went down to Kakariko Village and the next time it was there were just rocks and broken crap all over the place.
And then somebody died.
Yeah, someone's like an arm sticking out from underneath a rock.
And everyone's crying.
That'd be fun. Alright, we're done.
It would be fun.
We'll go to that key door now.